Yeah.
Okay. There it
Okay,
is.
so I could go in any order?
Well, yeah, just say your band name and then
Start with the
Okay.
vocalist.
start with any
I
order.
don't want
Yeah.
to start with the band name. I got to save the band name
Oh
for
my
last.
All right, just go.
All right, just start with the beginning part.
Okay. So, I think I'll start with. Where's the chart?
I know, right?
Hey, Andrew, can you put the
Okay.
chart back on the screen while we're talking about it?
We'll start with
You don't
lead
have your
vocals.
list in front of you. All right.
Yeah, I do, but the chart is in an order. So
You don't
I was
have
gonna
to go in
start-
that order. It doesn't matter because he can just flip it whenever.
This is really fun, guys. Jesus. Okay. Lead vocals. I'm picking Addo.
You
Obviously.
motherfucker.
Otto for lead vocals. All right.
Oh.
There's a thing. Yeah. Okay.
That's a really good one. That's a
it's
really
all
good
out.
one. Dave.
It's all out, guys.
Okay.
The kimono's open.
You can say them all now.
Oh, why are you doing that, Andrew? Why are you showing him? He's like,
Right on. Go through your list.
Yeah,
here.
just let's
Everyone
just talk about it.
sees the list now. Okay.
well, you can explain why.
I mean, I feel like Addo is the most doesn't need an explanation because she could sing anything, give it heart and soul, and make it equally mind blowing. It sounds like Champ was a little bummed out that I picked Addo.
I thought I was going to be the only one smart enough to do that, but all right.
You underestimated him. All right. So
Okay. So I picked Enbina from Yorushika on guitar 1.
Wow. Okay, didn't see
So-
that one coming.
yeah, didn't
I know, me neither. But when I really think about it, like the way he plays, the way he writes, and the way he plays, it just makes me so happy. It's so intricate. It's so dynamic. He'll switch from these really intricate, clean licks to these really heavy riffs, which, I think is a nice blend for creating dynamics in the music. Ray on guitar for the soul and the heart. I also picked her because I thought she could do backup vocals really well because she has great voice. Very
She's playing
soulful.
guitar.
She could do backup vocals too, but she can't use a microphone.
Okay.
All right. Fami on bass. Okay. So I love Fami. She wasn't my first choice for bass. I originally wanted someone else, but I had to change it because now I feel bad.
You wanted
because
Oreo?
Fami is so I wanted Koga. Yeah. But Oreo was the only synth player that I could think of who's just great synths, great piano playing, classical style piano, fun, upbeat synths, great stage presence. She's dancing all the time. She's fun to watch. So I had to let go of Koga for Oreo. But
I get that, bro, but Fami, such a great choice anyway. If you're saying Fami was your backup, it's she's already perfect.
Exactly.
That's a wild statement.
Fami's my backup.
Yeah,
right? I had to choose Fami.
It's a wild statement alone.
It's the best.
That should
it's the
say
best
a lot
forced
about
decision ever.
the pool of musicians we had to choose from. It's
I know.
so difficult because Fami. I mean, she could do anything on bass that Koga can do, but Koga
She
just
can do
has so
backup
much
vocals.
wisdom,
She can also do backup vocals though. Fami can, if you want her to.
Yeah.
Without
Well, I
it.
didn't
So
know
can
that
Bobby.
was.
She can sing like crazy.
That's what I just said.
Fami can do backup
Said Koga.
vocals. So can Fami.
No, I said Fami.
Okay. But yeah. And she has such a cheery and fun disposition on stage that it's just a great choice. So I chose Yoyoka for drums because she has a really great pocket and feel, just creates a really nice, solid backbone for the rest of the band. And she's really good at working with other musicians, listening to them and feeding off of what they're doing.
Put a lot of
she
thought
can-
into this.
improv and follow anybody.
And she's very young, so that she can keep going for a long time after this. This was the one that I knew you were going to choose when I mentioned
really?
it at the beginning. I was like, he's definitely choosing Yuka for the drums. Like, there's no question in my mind about it. I actually considered it too, but I was like, okay, I know Wave's choosing her.
Sweet. So did we have almost two of the same choices?
Only one. Now that I'm looking at it, though, interesting. Now that I'm seeing how different Waves is than what I expected it to be, I'm really excited to see the rest too.
I really love that you chose TK. That's a good one too. I would completely forgot about him. I love his guitar playing.
Yeah, it was so hard to only have 7 members, but yeah, the special guest TK from Link to Site Sakura, because I chose him because he's an amazing singer and guitarist, but I really love his experimental guitar playing. Like, he can get out those heavy shredding riffs and do like really weird instrument or experimental stuff. And I feel like TK and Buna and Ray, they each are such different styles of guitar that, like, if the three of them came together and with the composition, they were able to interweave all of them really well, it would be like such a dynamic listening experience, you know?
Yeah. You know, I gotta say, I didn't even consider having 3 guitarists. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, you're right, absolutely, this makes a lot of sense. I just didn't even think about it, but that's cool.
Sweet. All right. Thank you, Andrew.
What's the name of the band?
The name of the band. Do you have any guesses?
Pushy.
Pushy.
Yeah, in Japanese.
Wow.
Pushy.
Oh man.
Wonderful.
All right.
All right.
Those picks, Wave. Those are awesome.
All right, guys, jot it down. That's Wave's band, Mushy Pushy. Cool.
I'll put up the poll afterwards.
Okay, sweet. All right, who's up next?
I'll go.
Ryan will go. Cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Okay, there we go.
Ooh.
Tell me if you're surprised by any of these. I chose Regan from Saya Sega for lead vocals. Just because she can do anything and she can go freaking guttural and heavy. Or she can sing like an angel if she wants to.
Dude, I gotta tell you, one of these is absolutely not something I would have expected to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Regan from Saya Sega. If you haven't listened to them, you gotta listen to them. They're amazing.
You met her, didn't you?
I did do a checky picture with it in Japan, and then I did send interview questions to him. So
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I got a picture with her, but yeah, she's awesome. I mean, her range is just crazy. So for guitar, either way, I picked Matsuri from Hanabiye. I tried to think of people that I just really enjoyed their music, and I think she's not like super technical, but what she plays is just so solid and heavy that I thought it would be complemented by Saki's very technical playing from Nemophila. And I think it'd just be interesting to hear them together, kind of what they would do. Because Matsuri, she can kind of use a lot of space, and Saki just has a lot different approach to guitar, I think. For bass, I chose Megumi from Mizuni Ukikusa, basically because she's closest to Misa's style of playing. I could get without having Misa in there. But they also they can go heavy, but then there's a lot of melodic kind of line phrasing that goes on with their playing. And I just think it's maybe something you wouldn't expect, but I think would be very good. For the drums, I chose Saito from Soken Naru because
nice.
Holy crap.
I was this close from choosing him too.
Really?
This close. Because I was just like, the timing, you can't get better, right? Like,
right. I mean, it's initially your first thought is kind of hectic, kind of drumming, but he can also find the pocket and slow down and I don't know. No, maybe I haven't heard him actually play slow, but quiet anyway.
Yeah, but you know what it was? You know, there's the one thing we talked about this several weeks ago. I don't remember which of you guys said it, but like that one person writes all the music and then they ask like the other people to play the songs.
Yeah, Juko.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that. Like, This person that's playing the drums over here, they're only playing it like that because they're being told to.
Yeah,
but they're probably capable of doing anything, right?
Yeah.
At that point,
right?
Yeah.
So there's the main group. As additional musicians, I chose Hana from Got Your Spin because she could literally do anything that you might want to add to a song.
Dude, if they could have had multiple roles and I didn't need Oreo, man, I would have chose her too.
Right. Well, I figured she could probably throw down some keys if she wanted to anyway,
True. Some
but
melodica.
Guitar, vocals, drums, bass, whatever, could be on there. And then special, however it was worded on there, I chose Fuki just because she's just one of the most amazing singers.
That's the one I'm surprised by. I did not see that coming.
Yeah. I mean, but see, how's that go? Because she was in Doll's Box with Hana. Is that a cancellation?
No, I don't think so. Because like her main,
it's two different bands.
Right? Yeah, like I would say, like it's just so funny to see like the 180 that you've done on Fuki over the course of the last 2 years, right? Because you were like, I am so not into her vocals, and now you're like, I want her in my band.
Oh no, I could have chosen one member of Got Your Spin from Doll's Box.
I know. I didn't think about that until.
Dang it.
I wasn't thinking about that as Doll's Box. I was just thinking about her just as a vocal. Well,
I didn't even know there was a special guest. So I don't even have a special guest on mine.
You only chose 6 people?
Yeah, I was just doing a band. I didn't know there was a special guest spot.
Oh, well, it's just 7 people. I mean, I don't know. You can call it whatever you want. Right?
Like, there's a chart I was following.
Champ fought for that 7th spot.
I did. I said, we're doing 7 or I'm not playing.
So I think, you can pretty much get all sorts of stuff from that group. The band name.
Andrew says you do have a special guest, Alan, so he must have just forgotten.
No, I don't. I have only 6, so.
Yeah, the band name I chose just because I thought it'd sound kind of funny, but it's also kind of goes with a lot of Japanese band names we heard. I just called it Full Cup.
Full Cup.
Full Cup. It is full. There's no room for any more because you get everything you need from that.
Oh, okay. I like it. It's got some meaning behind it.
Sure.
Nice.
I'm just noticing, like, yeah, mine are way different than what you guys have on here. That's crazy.
Awesome.
I didn't expect it to be that different. Honestly, I thought there would be some overlap.
There's a very little so far, which and I'm about to go next, I assume, and there's still going to be very little.
I know. I was surprised by Ryan's list, like so many names I would have never thought of.
Cool. That's what I was going for.
Nice. That's why it's fun. All 4 of us being here.
Full cup, right? Okay.
Full Cup. I like it. Well, there it is. There's Ryan's group.
Okay.
All right. Can I go?
Yes.
Go.
Okay. All right. So,
all right.
Let's start over here with my lead vocalist, which is Otto. Already told you guys. Otto, one of the best vocalists in the world right now.
Good choice.
Yeah. And I definitely wanted to keep her in there, but I didn't want her to be the only vocalist. So I'll get to that in a second. My first guitar is surprising to me that I'm the first person to choose this, but Miyako from Love Bites, who I think is the best guitarist out there. Personally, I think she's just like number 1. I did have trouble choosing between her and Midori in general, but before we established we can't let them do anything besides play their role thing, I was thinking, damn, I got a classical pianist on my team too.
Right.
But I guess she's not playing piano for me. My next guitarist, now this was the one that I had such trouble with because I really wanted to pick Saki from Nemophila also, but I needed to choose a Nemophila member for another part of my band. So I ended up going with the closest thing that I could get to a Nemophila member, which was Lisa X from the Lisa X band.
Ooh,
played with Hazuki,
nice.
who is in Nemophila.
Nice.
So I figured those two are just like technical masterminds when it comes to the guitar. So,
dude, yes.
Over on bass, I took Fujiwara from Sokenadaro. Again,
oh my god, dude, that's such an excellent choice. I didn't think about that. Fuck.
I was really so when I originally wrote this before we started talking about this, I had Misa there, obviously. But then I started thinking this shit, and I was just like, oh my god, like I want to pick the Sokononoro drummer, but then I was like, there's a drummer that I really need to take, like no matter what. So I ended up going with the bassist over there. Fujiwara is awesome. She also does backup vocals. That was one of the other things. Blah blah blah.
Sure.
Drums. Take a wild guess. We got Tamu from Nemophila. So this is why I could not choose Saki. This is why I didn't choose Mayu, because I needed to have Tamu. I think she's the fucking best metal drummer out there right now. And I like her writing style. Like more than anything, it's the way that she constructs the music. You know, I'll always go back to that Atabana bridge and go, everything about that is perfect from the drum standpoint. Like just listening to that every time, it just blows my mind that she was able to put all that shit together and then do it in fucking high heels too, like a maniac. Nice. Okay, and then my other two. So I've got to accompany Otto. I took Yukina from Hanabiya. Okay. So I'm combining Otto with a second vocalist, Yukina. So I've got the screamer and I've got the clean vocalist, and combined the metal that will come out of these two will be fantastic. And then finally, my last choice, I was between so many people here. And I figured other people were going to be taking like, you know, keyboardists and stuff like that. But my first thought was I want another string, but I don't want it to be a guitar. So I went with Jill from Unlucky Morpheus playing violin. So sweet. There is my crew right there. Otto and Yukina on vocals, Miyako and Lisa X on guitar, Fujiwara on bass, Tamu on drums, and Jill coming in with the violin.
Oh, dude, I had a little suspicion that you might have Jill, and I was like, "Oh, do I add another instrument besides guitar instead of having three guitarists?" But
dude, my first thought on this was like, Go ahead, Alan.
No, I was gonna say, I guess for my special guest, I'll just choose a violinist from East of Eden. There you go.
There you go. I just thought, like, dude, you know how like in Unlucky Morpheus they do like the back and forth solos with the guitars and the violin, and I was like, imagine her doing that with Miyako. That would be insane. So yeah, that's my crew right there. The name of my crew is, let me try to pronounce this correctly, Osumiumu.
How do you spell that?
Osumiumu. Asamiumu. Which
that was totally different than the first time you said it.
Asamiumu. It's Asamiumu. That's how you say it.
Well, what's this allegedly mean?
It is Japanese for osmium. Osmium being the heaviest metal in the world.
Wow. It's clever.
On the periodic table, at least. Based on the periodic table. Yeah.
Nice.
And I am complete.
All right.
This is a very clever band name.
Thanks.
It is.
I thought about this for way too long, guys.
Yeah, it's cool. Alan?
All right. So singer, Ina from Ina the End.
Oh, dude, that's such a great choice.
Yeah. And then Rio from Maximum Hormone, guitars and backing vocals, because that would be a fucking sick, unique duo, like for harmonies and stuff like that, and doing just having the catchy riffs and everything. Chose Fami for bass and backing vocals from Love Bites, which really sucks because I wanted Miyako for piano, and I had to like make the decision with that. So chose Fami. As a lead guitarist, I got Shu from Galanarius, who is fucking phenomenal player. I think he's one of the best guitarists out of Japan. Just he's plays so clean, he can play so fast and hear every single note he plays. And he plays neoclassical like a fucking champ. It's fucking phenomenal. So I think it'd make a really good mix with a new metal sound also in there.
I think he's way better than me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Tamu on drums. That's why I can choose, that's why I can choose Mayu. So Tamu on drums also, and then Yoshiki on piano because he'll help the band become famous.
Yeah.
Push them out.
Oh my god!
Help produce, and he'll help structure the songs. Maybe they get them nice and big, and they'll blow up over in Japan.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I almost did the same thing and chose promoter for Yoshiki. He's the promoter of my band.
And then since I didn't choose a special one, I'll choose East of Eden violinist. I can't remember her name. I think Ryan.
Yes,
and the band's called For Nameless.
For
There.
nameless.
For
Yeah.
nameless.
Poor
Yeah.
For
nameless.
So basically, I didn't feel like thinking of a name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's funny? That's actually
Untitled.
a Kodak song. I just called it that. There you go.
All right,
All
sweet.
right.
Well, the poll is up. Everybody vote in the poll. Let us know how you feel about our bands. Who's the
Can we-
one that you want to hear
Can
the
we
most?
vote for ourselves?
Of course.
I don't think anything's stopping you, bruh.
All right.
Yeah, that was fun though, bro. Like I sat there and I thought about it for so long because I was like, I really wanted Saki, but then I was like, okay, if I have Saki, I'm gonna have to take Tamu out, and then I'm gonna have to replace them with the Soken Inaro drummer, but then I have to find a different bassist if that's the case. I can't choose Fami. I already took fucking Miyako, and I was just like, okay, this is just like I literally had to restructure my list like 5 times in a row just to try to get like everybody that I wanted in there. I knew I wanted 2 vocalists. That was like the most important. I wanted a clean singer and I wanted a screamer in my band, you know? But
Nice.
it was cool. It was cool. That was fun. Enjoyed it thoroughly.
Dude, thank you, Andrew, for
thanks,
scrambling to
man.
try to keep up with all of that.
Yeah,
and
Andrew was
putting
doing this
together.
Andrew was doing this in real time. Guys,
Improv.
literally as we were announcing it, he was like fixing the slides and changing stuff up. So good on you, Andrew. Well done.
Man.
Honorable mentions.
No.
Yeah,
We will be here all day.
seriously. Well, I do have to say though, like I was really surprised by some of your guys' choices. Like I feel like I think
me
I
too.
know you better than I do when it comes to your musical interests.
I
sure.
surprised myself, dude. Like I wasn't. If I would have done it like on the spot, I don't think I would have picked the same people as I did after I thought about it. You know?
Yeah. I will say the one person that none of us chose that I really wanted to choose, and it was between this person and Otto, Lisa, the singer Lisa.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Oh
singer.
yeah.
I thought like she would be a perfect person also to combine with like a singer with a screamer. Like if you
Right.
put those two together and it's like flawless. But then it was just like, how do I not choose Otto? I had to choose Otto.
See, people at Cynical Bees, like I thought Ryan might go with Angie as his vocalist. Yeah, but I needed to have Hana in there too. And I
Ah,
canceled out Angie. That's the thing.
yeah.
So many of my favorites are
It's-
like spread out in like 3 bands. I'm like, oh man.
It was that rule that made it extra hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Halka was what I was. The people in the comments, guys, I just want you to know, Senri was one of my top options. Halka was one of my top options also. Like there are I actually for this is ridiculous. I'm even saying this, but I actually
knew-
like.
Oh, go ahead.
I actually like went out of my way and like watched videos. I was like,
Oh, wow.
I like watched videos. Who are the best bassists in Japan right now? And was just like trying to figure out like, you know, beyond just the bands that we listen to all the time, because we know how good they are. I wanted to know like who else stands out, right? And I listened to some Senri, I listened to some Halka, and I was just like, damn, they're fucking nasty at their instruments over here, dude. Like everybody that I watched top 10 drum videos, top 10 bass videos, top 10 guitarists in Japan. I just wanted to know like what else these other people are doing. And like, dude, some of them that are not even in bands are so phenomenal that they just go over our radar because they're not making the type of music that we listen to and do reactions to, but they're fantastic.
Yeah. I want to change.
Yeah, I chose it because I was thinking of the overall combination of sound that I would want to hear.
Same here.
You know what I mean? Like, and how they would write and like how it would be. I really think it would truly be a unique sound. You know, I knew whoever chose Miyako was probably going to win. I was like, whoever has
Yeah, just from the comments,
lineup.
that's everybody's like, Miyako's the best in the world.
Yeah.
Yako is the
Yeah,
best in the
awesome,
world.
Well, Midori's better.
Oh,
Whoa.
Midori is
Hey,
fast.
Miyako admits that Midori's better.
Does she?
I
Is she-
wanted
think she would say
Miyako
that no
on
matter what.
piano so bad. It was really a toss up between Fami and Miyako. I mean, I really would prefer Miyako on piano 100%. If we were going to say an honorable mention, it was definitely going to be her because of the piano playing, because she is a phenomenal pianist. I don't think I've ever heard anyone play like her on piano ever. So, but the guitar part, she's a good guitarist, but I don't know. She's good, but I don't consider like top for me. I consider her more of a phenomenal piano player more than anything else. That's just my opinion.
That is insane to me. But
Yeah.
hey, to each their own. I think
Dude.
she's the best guitarist out there, personally.
When it comes to shredding power metal guitar, though, Shu like destroys. Like I think everybody sleeps on him, man. He's so good. He's so good. Like he just gets slept on a lot. If you check
I
out
think
his
they're
guitar
they're
playing, it's
all getting
phenomenal.
slept on.
Yeah.
They're all getting slept on. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, how often do we talk about Lisa X nowadays? But like, she's insane. You know, like
Yeah, and she's what, like 15,
she's 18 now, I think.
18?
Yeah,
Dang. Still.
yeah.
Holy crap.
See, Miyako for me, it's not because she like goes out and shreds and all that stuff. Like that's what Midori's there for most of the time. Like she's usually playing the faster solos and stuff like that. Miyako for me is like her creativity when she's writing the leads, right? It's just like she will slow it down and then she'll just flawlessly play 5 notes that sound the coolest that you could possibly hear in that moment. That's why I love Miyako. You know, she's just so perfect at what she does and unique.
Yeah.
Nice.
Have you guys ever even listened to Shu actually? Guitar playing?
What is she from?
No.
He's from Gallinarius.
Oh yeah.
He's done
Oh,
many other
yeah,
projects
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I can't put like my finger on like how I felt. It's been a while.
I'll have to
since I've
send you
heard
some
Gallinarius,
solo
but-
videos of him playing. Maybe it'll persuade you.
I love his technical playing, but it's like I wanted guitarists with feel, you know?
He
ones
does
that made
have
me
feel. He does have feel. So I'm curious
it's
what you checked out. Because if you check out, there is some videos where he's just shredding, being technical, but there's ones with crazy neoclassical vibes, a lot of feel in it. I would say that's why I have the what's his name, Rio. He like adds that feel and dynamic to the songs. Yeah.
What's Rio from?
He and Maximum Hormone.
Oh
Well,
yeah, that's right. Sweet.
That was another drummer I had to pass up on. Was Now. I was like, Tamu can do backup vocals too. So like, but with Ina, she kind of covers that high end. So like, that's perfect.
Oh my gosh,
I thought you were gonna choose Ina Wave. I thought you were gonna choose her for some reason.
When when we mentioned Bish earlier, I was like, oh crap, I didn't even think about Ina.
Yeah.
But I mean, Otto, dude, like can literally do anything.
For some reason, I forgot about Otto. I would have chosen Otto if I remembered. I would have put him in. For some reason, I just thought Ina. For some reason, Ina and Rio. I just imagined their vocals mixing together and just being like fucking awesome.
Yeah.
There's so many to think of. As soon as the idea came up, I was like, "What?" And I tried to think of so many bands, and there's been like certain bands I've been listening to a lot lately, and they kind of were stuck in the front. Because now people are mentioning Haruka. I'm like, God damn, yeah, she should have been in there too.
Oh, Rami from Glim Spanky? That's a good one too.
Yeah.
For that soul.
Well,
Yeah, this was hard. Hard to narrow it down.
Yeah, Hidesio said Uichan before Rio. I don't know, Hidesio, like Rio has a unique singing voice. Nobody sounds like that guy. You know, is a really unique voice. And he writes super catchy choruses for all the songs, even though it's progressive and crazy at times, but he writes some catchy stuff. But Uichan is really good on bass. Am I the only one that put guys? People are saying that
I got a drummer. No, my drummer is Saito from Soken and Aru. Okay. How many overlaps are there as far as bands? We got a couple from.
We got Love Bites.
Gatrick Spin, Love Bites.
Nemophila.
Two of you picked,
overlap.
Tamu. I got from Nemophila also. We got a couple from Hanabier.
So
That'd be
Hanabier,
interesting.
Love Bites, and what else? That overlap?
Nemophila.
Nemophila. So those three.
Hey, Andrew's got an all-star band too.
He does?
Yeah, it was just on the screen. Can
All
you
right,
bring that back up, Andrew?
So
Because I saw one on there that was really interesting.
Champ's band has won the poll. Good job, Champ.
Yeah, good for you. Oh, what the fuck?
What happened?
I got second to last. Psh. Whatever. Whatever.
By 1%.
Yeah.
Oh, I just beat you, Ryan.
Champ's win was pretty decisive, though. 45% of the vote. Wow.
Yeah. It's Miyako. Telling you.
Yeah. He's just playing to the crowd.
Dude,
Yeah.
where's Champ?
Fucker.
Yep.
He's not even here to accept his victory.
Ooh, Pal Dust Die. Yeah, that's a good one too. I really like Shoes playing. I was like, I needed some virtuoso on there.
85 votes.
He was a good virtuoso to
There's
pick.
100 other people on here that didn't bother voting. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Vote in the comments if you're coming in later. Let us know who you want.
Also,
think-
we'll like it. Also, like the
Champ, you missed your victory.
Yeah. We can't hear you. You're muted, buddy.
79 likes.
Yeah, like this video. Like this video while you're at it.
Oh, so Asmumu won?
Yep, you won. Landslide win.
Landslide. Well, I thought you guys you're
45%.
45%.
Oh, well, chat, you're very smart. You're a very smart chat today. Well done.
I know. Should have just thrown Miyako in there to win.
She was, if I'm being honest, she was the first person I thought of. She was like, she's joining my band. I think I've said this in the past. If I was going to start a band, I think I would choose her first.
Yeah. I wish I put her as a pianist, but like, nah, I would lose Fami. I don't know why I couldn't think of other basses. I guess Uichan, but then I'll lose Rio. So it was really hard. It's definitely hard to choose only one member from a band,
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the hardest part, dude. Oh my god, there were so many other good choices out there. Somebody mentioned Juno before, and I was like, the former drummer from Trident, and I was like, damn, dude, like that would have been a great drum choice. Also, like there are so many good drummers over there.
No one chose Koga. I thought somebody did. Oh, Wave was about to, right?
Yeah,
No, because we
would have if I didn't need Oreo.
Yeah. Hannah too, like from Gatrick Spin. Like, I mean, there's just so many. I actually considered Marty Friedman, even though he's not Japanese. I was like, he's basically
he's been in Japan long enough to be Japanese.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do I want the Megadeth guitarist in my band also?
Andrew, could you show us your list again so we could check it out?
All right. What is your list? If you guys had to choose 6 and a special guest, let us know in chat right now.
This is Andrew's list.
And then put in your specials. We're going to check out Andrew's list, but
got some crossover here.
Cool.
Spooky on vocals.
Yeah. 2 Fukis out here. I'm surprised. Interesting. Hey, Mina. There's Mina. Who we were just talking about from that's playing with Shinoda.
Yes. Who's this Rie from again?
I can't read that. That's a Suzaka.
Oh wow, he chose Yoshiki also. Okay.
Yeah, aka Suzaka. Oh, okay.
And then Hazuki from Nemophila. Nice.
Interesting.
I thought about her too.
So,
that was going to be my original guitarist, yeah.
But this time Yoshiki's on drums, not piano.
True. Yeah.
And dude, this is the one that I thought was really cool. The one from Wagaki Band on the shamisen.
Oh, shamisen player, smart.
Yeah,
he's got a mixer in here.
Get a little traditional touch in there.
Alan, I'm surprised you didn't choose a mixer, bro. He's got some production members on his team.
Alan would beat produce it.
True, Alan.
Well, that's what Yoshiki was for the piano. Yeah, exactly.
The promoters.
True.
Die-Dye.
Die-Dye. Hey, that's not a bad choice. I think Paldusk is actually awesome at production.
Die-Dye is a great producer. I mean, he's doing some Bring Me the Horizon songs that have been awesome. Like that guy's getting around when it comes to producing his stuff. He's doing a great job, I think.
All right. Let's I want to say 2 things. One, the biggest problem with all of our groups is that no one chose Mayu as a vocalist. Now, I understand there are lots of options out there, but for 4 different bands with multiple vocalists in several of them, nobody picked Mayu, which I don't think is a slight against Mayu as much as it's just showing how good the rest of the band is also.
Right. That's really why.
Right.
Same with Hana. Well, I guess Ryan did choose her.
I would easily choose I could easily sub out Aina for Mayu though. No problem. Even. They have their own uniqueness. But I was thinking Aina blends with Rio's vocals better because I thought if I had Mayu and Rio, like they have similar style of singing. I didn't think it wouldn't be as cool as the contrast. So I was thinking contrast, and that's the only reason why I didn't choose Mayu. It was like, for contrast sakes, Aina has some high ranges that are way above what Mayu can do. you know.
Good
And
point, yeah.
Rio already has the distortion side of things. He already has the grit and all that stuff in his voice, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking. That's why I did that.
But
So
you're right though. I had my Regan came up for me vocally just like pretty immediately as a favorite. So but then also I'm like, God damn it. But when you have Hazuki and Saki and Tamu and the rest of the band, it's like, well, shit.
Yeah, because you could choose any of them and just be like,
I mean, they're
you
basically a
won.
super group anyway. So.
Yeah.
yeah, they are.
And like I was I've said this so many times. She's my favorite vocalist out there right now. But like when it came down to it, I was just like, all right, I could pick one vocalist that's going to do both things, singing and screaming, right? Or I could take a screamer and a singer and kind of get the best of both worlds. And then still keep Tamu. My other question was though, because you guys were just talking about Hazuki being like very close to your choices. Do you guys like Hazuki more than Saki on guitar?
I do, yes.
Interesting. Saki's definitely my favorite.
Hazuki's 100% my favorite out of the two. But I don't know how to explain it with Saki. Yeah, I just like Hazuki.
I wrestled with that for me, but I thought because even Matsuri is kind of it's an odd pick because she's a solid fucking rhythm guitarist, and I like part of me is like I like watching her play and how much she's into it and what she plays is like super solid heavy riffs, and I dig it. And I thought Saki would just be a good fit to play with her. I mean, there's definitely a world of combinations you could use Hazuki and you know, so yeah, I don't know. It's weird to think of like them actually playing together and how it'd work out. I could have picked Wakun from Sai Sega, but I couldn't because I had Regan. So
dude, we got to bring up the elephant in the room here. No one picked Haruka.
Yeah,
from Asterism.
How's that the elephant in the room?
Oh, I guess it was in my head.
Touched on that.
Yeah,
we did.
I think we could have taken anybody from Asterism and it would have felt good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It just wasn't.
But it's like
up front in my mind for stuff I've been listening to recently, I guess. But yeah, certainly, I think that would be a good substitute for me for either one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just point blank, like I love Asterism, but they're not my favorite. You know, that's my reason. There's their writing style is not up my alley as much, so that's why it didn't come to mind for me. They're amazing and phenomenal musicians, just not my thing.
Yeah,
as much.
Yeah. See, that was the one thing that I was questioning on my group too, because I chose two guitarists who are like very technically based and like have experimental sounds more than anything, and like neither of them are super heavy metal writers. You know what I mean? So like I really went back and forth, like because I've got fucking Hanabier vocals in here and Tamu on the drums. So it's like, are they gonna blend together? But I figured Tamu playing the way that she can play will make things sound heavy, and no matter what, if you hear somebody like Yukina just screaming, I mean, it's going to sound cool anyway. So I figured it would all end up blending correctly anyway. Cool. Well, that was fun.
Interesting thought experiment, man.
Yeah. I do. So somebody I know that. So this is an aside from what we did, but if you were to add one BAND-MAID member, who would you choose?
Ooh, good one.
I mean, I'll just tell you, my answer is Misa. I love all of them, but I think Misa might be the best bassist out there.
Oh, if we chose a BAND-MAID member?
Like just one BAND-MAID member that you could have in your band? Like if you were to choose one.
Oh.
It'd be Misa.
It'd be Konami.
It'd be Konami for Ron. I'm with Alan. It would be Misa for me. Just because I think that the disparity between Misa and a lot of the other bassists is larger than I think it is between like Konami and other guitarists.
I'm just thinking of the composition opposed to guitar. Like
right,
the impact she'd have on all the other ones just as a composer would be pretty impactful.
And I also thought about that, like, but would it? I'm so curious now thinking about this. Like, what would it sound like if Konami was playing with one of these other guitarists, right? Because Konami writes all that music, she writes all her guitar parts. But like, if she were to write with, let's say, a Miyako or whatever.
Well, then you choose like your best fucking rhythm guitarist.
Yeah,
that
right.
she can dance around with her lead.
Yeah, because you don't necessarily want to pick like Konami with like somebody else that has their own
Yeah.
like very
Just
different
made
writing
me
It's
I'm gonna-
made me
crazy.
think about Rio and Konami together, huh?
Yeah, like what would happen? It'd be so weird. Like,
It'd be
but I would
cool
love to hear
because-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Dude, I'm
because
gonna
she
pick-
isn't like a she does her own very distinct styles of soloing as far as I'm concerned. And having her rhythm aspects with Hazuki or somebody else playing solos and within that would be interesting too. Like it would be
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah. Who would you throw in here, Wave?
I would pick Miku
Miku. Okay.
because she's got like this charisma. BAND-MAID would not be what they are without Miku because she's the one that makes the shows like connect with the audience.
Yeah.
You know, the rest of the band does their thing. They're amazing musicians, but Miku is the one that makes it connect with so many people so quickly. And she's a great promoter. She's a great stage presence. Like, and I think that's what my band needs right now is a little bit more connection with the audience.
See, I got Yoshiki for that. He's got me covered. He's got me covered. He's getting everybody. He's getting everybody in there. Yeah.
Like if he was your promoter,
you
I
gotta
wouldn't
think
go to
about
the
like
show.
this. No. Well, here's the thing. You're saying that, but Yoshiki attracts everybody, not just like the male audience, also the female audience. So we're getting a little bit of everybody.
You're gonna get that. You're gonna get
Yeah.
the biggest boost up front.
Yeah.
With Yoshiki in your band. Like you're gonna get promoted the hardest right away.
And he's gonna make everybody not play on the record and just I'm just kidding.
Fami, Tamu. Who was the last one? Ayasa. Oh, the violinist from East of Eden. Yeah, man, that's another good choice. I like throwing in a violinist here.
That was my special guest. Would be violinist from East Eden.
Some great instrumentalists here.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Should we wrap up our super teams here?
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
All right.
It's been fun.
Let's talk about the songs of the week then.